Hey there, my scrappy friends. So I haven't done a layout in a while, but here's one finally. I had time to put everything away from my summer project and just take out the things that I would like to work with. So I still have some of these cocoa vanilla products that I bought at the beginning of summer. Plus I have all the new goodies that I got from Blitzy, from a very recent haul, and a few more things that I bought from a local shop here in Spain. And I did want to try a kind of offset layout for this one. I had seen a lot of these and I've never tried it before. So I wanted to use this paper with the words on it. The B side of this paper is really pretty but way too bright for me, so I just decided to use the words and I thought they would just fit perfectly. I did have an idea there of kind of creating like a geometrical design, and the two sheets together look beautiful. The photo is in black and white, so it just goes well with everything that I decide to do as regards color in this layout. But then I opted to just keep it nice and bright and airy and opt for a white look. Then I have my new collection of washi tapes. Now, I'm not a big one with washi tapes, but I did buy quite a few in my last Blitzy haul, and I bought a set which is the Pebbles Girl Squad set. And it came with I think there were about 5 or 6 washi tapes, and they're really very pretty. And I had an idea of using this pink one with the flowers underneath the sheet of paper, the pattern sheet of paper, but then it broke off, and I kind of used this as a happy accident, and I put it underneath the photo to set a ledger for the photo, and I opted for this diagonal one, and I did kind of unroll it really slowly to make sure that it wouldn't break off this time. And I wanted to add another one since I was using washi tapes today, so I felt like kind of giving them a go. I really like these washi tapes, I have to say, and I doubled the one that I used under the pattern paper, and I think that it just goes really nicely. So this is a picture of Mika from I think a couple of weeks ago. She was fast asleep and I was busy kissing her, and she was trying not to wake up, and I was trying to wake her up because I wanted to play. Now today we had quite one of those days. She's very good when we're not home, when we're out working, but when we're here she's a bit of a menace, and she's just we still need to work on the house training issues. So I backed the paper up with this dark colored background paper, pattern paper, and when I tore it off and I got that kind of funny corner, I decided to back that corner up and fill it in with the marble effect pattern paper, and I think it looks cute. It adds a bit of interest to the layers, and I'm putting it on the ledger, but I'm looking at it and I think that it's way up high, so I decide to lower it a little bit so the photo stands closer to the middle of the page, and I think that it looks way better over there. So I'm really liking how the words pop out from underneath the picture, and as regards embellishing, I decided to use a doily because I just think that doilies add that sweet touch to a layout. And with this particular collection from Cocoa Vanilla, they look very pretty. I already made another layout at the beginning of summer and I used a doily with this collection and it just went so nicely. So I'm using some foam tape underneath the picture to lift the picture up to give it some dimension, and now I'm gonna start working on embellishing the layout. So on the sticker sheet there were these flowers, really pretty flowers, and I decided to use them. So these are 2 different collections from Cocoa Vanilla. I might have them here. One was called Wild at Heart, which is where the pattern paper comes from, and the sticker sheet that I used is from the Free Spirit collection. But basically they share a lot of similar colors, like the navy blue and the purples and the oranges. So yeah, they go really nicely together. I added those 3 hearts. First I thought I would just put them at the bottom, and then I decided to put them at the top because I thought that it would kind of direct the eye more towards the picture. And I'm adding that little sort of tag underneath the picture that reads "My darling." And I have to admit, I enjoyed doing this layout. I hadn't done layouts in a while. I've always been a layout person, but I've kind of got into the craze of the Traveler's Journals, and that's what I've been doing lately, the Traveler's Journal for my summer project. And I have a couple of Traveler's Journals that I want to start. One is going to be dedicated exclusively to our puppy, and the other one is going to be dedicated exclusively to me. I'm gonna try and use it as a journal to document my life a little bit. And yeah, I enjoyed doing this layout. It was something that felt good to do. So I cut up this little piece of the pattern paper that I used with the words on it, and I cut out the words that said "collect memories." I thought that having that cluster at the bottom made it all come together really nicely, and it actually did. So the white space is kind of more justified with that cluster at the bottom. And I've added a few more things here and there. Now I'm looking into my wood veneer stash, and I find this wooden veneer that says especial, which means special. So I really don't mind mixing Spanish and English on my layouts. It's my everyday reality, to say the truth. I speak both languages at the same time with my daughter, and at school as well, you know, with my co-workers I speak in Spanish, with the kids I speak in English. So yeah, I really don't mind mixing the 2 languages when I kind of scrapbook. And I'm looking into these new sticker sheets that I bought. One was from the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection, and this one is from the Amy Tangerine Hustle Heart, something like that it's called. So this collection is way too bright for me, but I just couldn't resist buying these dimensional stickers. I thought they were so pretty, and the colors in these stickers are not as in your face as the rest of the collection. Like, the rest of the collection is full of very bright primary colors, whereas in the stickers there were a lot of pinks and oranges. So I really liked them, and I got them. And I added a label up there, and I'm gonna put the month, which is September 2017, and there I am writing on it. I could have used a date stamp, to say the truth, but yeah, I just wrote it by hand. So now I'm going to decide to do something a bit different. So I was looking at that white space, and I decided to add a bit of mixed media. Well, it's not mixed media, it's a bit of watercolor. So I have my Jane Davenport pens, and they are great if you want ready mixed watercolor to work with. The thing is, you have to be careful because they are very intense, and they do not blend as easily as watercolors would on paper. And besides, I had not added any gesso to the paper, so it absorbed the color right away. And as you can see, it was creating these kind of very layered line effects, which I didn't want. So I added water to kind of tone it down, but I had to be really careful because I had not used excuse me, any gesso at all. At the end it did buckle a little bit, but not that much. Once you put it in a page protector, it's bound to look great. I basically used the jellyfish color, which is very pretty purple, and then I decided to take my Shimmers bottles out. They are quite dried up at this point because I've had them for over a year and a half maybe. So yeah, but they still work. They kind of reactivate when you add water to them. So I added some water and I mixed it together with the purple ink that I had mixed, and yeah, the effect that it created is very pretty because they did not mix together the two colors, so I got that contrast of the two complementary colors, and it looked just as I wanted it. And I'm playing a little bit with it. I want the shimmers to shine because they've got a lot of glitter, but to say the truth, the fact that the bottle has kind of dried up, I think the glitter's somewhere down at the bottom because when it dried up, it didn't shimmer as much as it should shimmer. I'm adding a bit of journaling at the bottom, and I call it done. So I hope you liked this layout, and I'll definitely be back very soon with more. And I hope you're all doing very, very well. Bye bye.